Uh-oh. Always a sign of quality. Well, maybe not in this form. The distant future may. Okay, this is Wing Commander on the Super Nintendo. This is the Super Nintendo port that I played when it launched way back in 1993, I want to say. This is the same console that I used to rent that Super Nintendo port at least twice. For some reason I convinced myself this port was actually worth playing, even though because I never played the PC version, but people were raving about it when it came out. So I told myself, okay, if this PC game is so good, let's see if the Super Nintendo version is any good. Let's see, maybe the Super Nintendo version will give me a taste of what's so good about that PC game. I'm trying to remember, were there any other games where that was the case? Yeah, off the top of my head, yeah, I think Lemmings I played on PC actually. I think I still have the floppy disk back there in the box in my closet. One of these days, I will hook up my old laptop and kind of play some of these old games to see how well, see what my capturing options are for those old PC games. But yeah, this game I played multiple times when it launched. I rented it multiple times because I told myself that the Super Nintendo version, if the PC version is so amazing, because everyone was raving about it, maybe the Super Nintendo version will give me a taste of what makes that game so amazing. It kind of did, in the era before, Colony Wars. You can kind of get that whole dogfighting in space deal. I had played Top Gun on the NES back in the day. I'd played Turn and Burn on the Super Nintendo because that game was a big deal when it came out because a lot of people were convinced that hey, it's fine. Finally, we have a real dogfight simulator on the Super Nintendo, and I mean, I guess it was okay. Don't remember it being amazing. I remember a landing being way easier than Top Gun on the NES. I love how his call sign is literally just shot glass. Maybe. I guess he used to be a pilot himself. Then he took an arrow to the knee. I guess. Uh, I mean, so I guess was he always a shot? Was his call sign always shot glass? Yeah, he used to be an adventurer. Then he took an arrow to the knee. Basically, they shot him up so bad. So I did play. I barely remember playing Wing Commander 2 at all. But I did play about a dozen or so hours of this game when I renting it several times. For people who don't know, this game was a very popular dogfighting game, like sort of a space combat simulator, if you will, on PC way back in 1990. And at the time, the graphics were considered state of the art at the time. By which I mean the HUD looked amazing. Which I mean the HUD looked amazing, and the sprite scaling was actually somewhat above average, I guess. The pixel art was, I guess, not bad for the era. This is very much what you would expect from a late 80s, early 90s first person aerial combat game. Slightly higher frame rate than most of them, probably. I'm curious about some of those old flight simulators and combat simulators, but this game was probably, like, for people who grew up playing Elite, I guess this is definitely state of the art. But as a kid, there were lots of these, point your reticle at a tiny dot on your screen and make sure you kind of chase them down until they eventually disappear. Like your typical Top Gun like game. Paladin, who is not. I mentioned. I should probably mention this. My understanding is that this game. Well, obviously, it did spawn the movie that I never saw, the live action movie that I believe only existed so that Fox could show a trailer for the first of the Star Wars prequels. Monsieur, yeah, I forget what her call sign is. Valkyrie? Neither of these pilots were in the animated series. As I recall, when USA Network did the animated series that was animated, well, partially in Japan by Madhouse, that series was based around Maniac, who I do believe appears here. And what was the lady's name? Forgot. Dana Delaney was playing her. I'll look it up. She's probably on the. There's a score sheet. So I'm curious if her name is there. And of course, I was Maverick, right? Well, Mark Hamill played Maverick. Actually, no, it wasn't Maverick. It was, who was it? Oh, well, I wasn't paying attention to what I was saying. These characters in the cutscenes will actually give you a hint, because part of the reason why the PC game was such a big deal is that they actually teach you how the AI sort of works. So if you're fighting certain ships, they teach you strategies for dealing with them. Like, hey, this pilots in these ships tend to break left when you shoot at them, like that kind of thing. And there are a whole bunch of other strategies, like using like cutting your afterburners, then turning 360 degrees so you can like slide and turn around. Like there were actual dogfighting tactics that were being employed here. Yeah, she's Angel. So yeah, the PC version was about sort of wrapping your mind around how these flight sim maneuvers could be useful in a context like this. And I don't know if it's actually useful because I was too young to really wrap my head around the strategies they were trying to teach me. But there are all kinds of weird strategies. Like if you're being tailed, cut your afterburners and let them fly past you. Um, what else? Things like I said, like cut your afterburners and spin 360 degrees to like shoot them as they turn around, that kind of thing. You can kind of drift in a way, but again, the frame rate's so low that all the tactics are kind of hard to wrap your head around because the choppiness of the action kind of makes it hard to really appreciate what they're telling you to do. So you have to kind of use a lot. It's very abstract, the combat in this game. 1.4 missiles are usage. So yeah, they're teaching you things like how many missiles you need to break down enemy shields, I guess. 7 laser hits. Yeah. I mean, the game takes this stuff very seriously. So if you pay close attention to it, you'll be able to see what they want you to do. Let me look at the pilot scores here. Yeah, Maniacs in this game. I don't remember what. Yeah, Dana Delaney was playing a character in the animated series. I don't remember what her call sign was. And I want to say Mark Hamill played the protagonist. I think his name was Maverick. I barely remember. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's been a while. I'd watched every episode of the USA animated series when it launched. It was from the same crew that worked on Exo Squad back in the day. It was literally Exo Squad in space. They even had most of the production crew was behind that. Better animation too. The character models weren't amazing, but the animation was designed to on a lower budget. I think they got much better animation. Accidentally chose the wrong ship, so we're gonna fight that particular ship. Probably need to make this clear. This part's gonna be hard. Was it press R1, press R on the D-pad, or R on the controller to speed up, and L is to slow down. So the buttons. So you see the little 420 there in the middle of the screen on the left and right side. That's your speed. You slow down by pressing L, and you speed up by pressing R. The radar down there in the middle of the screen above my thumb, it's like a cone. So when an enemy is right in front of you, it'll be in the center of the circle. And then the two concentric circles around it show you an enemy that's above you, below you, to the left or right. And any enemies in the outer circle are behind you. So again, if you treat it like a cone, that's how you locate the enemies. And I think I have to vary my speed. So you press the A button to shoot the missiles. The Y button's for afterburner. Yeah, the Y button's for afterburner. So if you vary your speed, it's harder for enemies to chase after you. So you can tap on the Y button to give yourself some afterburner. The main problem I've always had with this game is that it's hard to get the enemy in your sights. So we'll go full speed, then hit the afterburner once in a while to kind of vary our speed to make us harder to hit. And I think the other strategy is to what is it? Well, the other strategy. I'm trying to remember what the other strategy is. Yeah, vary your speed. Don't fly the same speed all the time. Turn and burn. Don't just fly straight. Yeah, these are the 4 ships we can fight. They all have different maneuvers. Like I believe the Drolthy right here, you can attack them from the side because it's harder for the enemy to see you over their wings. So again, the game takes that stuff seriously. It's what you would expect from a PC game of the era, where they try to add more simulation mechanics. And the Super Nintendo was kind of trying to adapt those strategies to a traditional console game. I don't know if you can see my fuel. I want to say it's to the left of my radar. No, the fuel's on the right side. My shield's on the left side. Okay. So you can see the bar depleting as I'm getting shot. When the siren goes off, that means the enemy has a lock on, and I need to start, turning and burning. Look! Again, the frame rate's so bad that it's kind of hard to tell how close an enemy is to you sometimes. In fact, all the time, I would argue. And you'll spend like 3 or 4 minutes trying to get an enemy in your sights in this game. It's really frustrating. I could probably slow down and turn around. So hit the afterburner, then turn around. That might work. There we go. So you can see where he is. He's behind me. I just can't get around him. Okay. So I can go the other direction. I can go up. Let's do a barrel roll. Yeah, literally a barrel roll. See, again, this is the training sims. I don't have to worry about dying. But I mean, there's a lot of the games just like this. It's like just trying to get a beat on your enemies. It takes forever to get a beat on them. Let's just slow down and turn around. There he is. So turning around probably worked. That can speed up again when I get him in my sights. Okay, so you can see him. I rammed into him. And once there's a force field above my radar too. Whoop. You have to slow down and turn around. There he is. Again, how long is he ever on screen? So you really have to practice, I guess. But the problem is the enemies are constantly darting around. By the way, in the radar, the size of the circle determines how close they are to you. So that probably helps. But got him. Finally got one. So now we're gonna be chased by two of them. Oh yeah, the sine wave above my radar is the cooldown on my the cooldown on my guns. Turn and burn. Okay, I dodged the missile there. Ow! Dodge the missile. Dodge another missile. Ah, ow! So once he flies through me, I have to turn around and get him again. Got him. That's 3 down. Remember, this is just a training sim, y'all. So maybe this is the best speed, 245. Again, you can see how bad the frame rate is on this stuff. Oh, wait, there we go. Got a couple more. If you get the enemy in your sights, you can see the ship. And any part of the ship that's in red is the most vulnerable part. So stuff like that. It's like you can barely catch a flash of the ship to see what their shield condition is, but you can see the red parts of the ship. Those are the vulnerable parts. So if you take out that part of the ship, they're more likely to blow up. So I shot down 3 enemies in a flight sim. It's probably the best I've ever done because that flight sim is really hard. You saw me. It took like 5 minutes to chase down the first ship, and then the next wave came through, and that got easier. So I probably just let him get behind me too quickly. Ugh, Hicks, you look just like I feel. I got medals. I'm a second lieutenant. View your medals. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, you will able to see your characters after. You're always a blue-haired anime dude. You'll see them a bit later. When I get to the cutscene with my supervisor, with my overseer, with my supervisor, you'll be able to see my characters just Light skinned dude with blue hair. What are you gonna do? There's no character creator in this game. Got a lot of work to do, people. I don't know if you can speed up the text. I believe you can skip it. Tiger's Claw dropped from Jump Space 7 hours ago. I want to say this guy was the Malcolm McDowell character in the animated series. Angel Squadron, First Patrol, Killer Bees at the next show. So we're not the Able Squad, we're the B Squad. Fine. This music stuck in my head, but it's really bad. I should probably mention the music in this game is kind of terrible. Like, I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard the original PC game, but it's like they took some crappy MIDI compositions and like just mapped some really bad sound fonts onto it, and it sounds terrible most of the time. Like the music has potential, but I think all it needs is like an arrangement. Like it needs like someone else to go in there and arrange it with better instruments, because it sounds just ear-splittingly bad sometimes. And now I'm wondering, did this game come out on the Genesis? Because now I'm wondering if the synthesizers were better. Spirit, she's Latina, I believe. Who was it? There was a pilot in the animated series called Payback who had red hair. I think she was Irish. I forget. Yeah, Spirit. Yeah, Spirit. By the way, Spirit's also wearing those big hoop earrings, right? Yeah, that was my avatar you just saw. My Clint Eastwood looking doofus. So I'm like a young Clint Eastwood with blue hair, basically. But yeah, these cutscenes were considered very cinematic at the time, so it was a big deal. You'll check 3 possible jump points at about 20,000. Click 3 asteroids are now point 2. Yeah. So again, the game lets you once you launch from the ship, it lets you fly anywhere you want. But the idea is to line up your ship to the navigational points, then use your warp speed to get there more quickly, and then when the enemy is nearby, they start attacking you. Yeah, she's not wearing hoop earrings. She's wearing like dangling earrings. That's okay. But again, for some reason in my mind there was a character who like had the big hoop earrings, and I'm from the '80s, so when I see those dumb Janet Jackson hoop earrings, those Jodie Watley earrings, my mind goes crazy. Like it's not a bit like I it there is to me it's to me big hoop earrings are an even bigger like sign than like afros. Like if I see a dude with an afro, I'm like, yeah, I get it. That's like a time capsule. But to me, those hoop earrings are an even bigger time capsule than that. I don't know when people start. I mean, maybe people still wear them. I haven't checked. My family members, I think, tended to wear like the dangling earrings that she wears. But yeah, I don't think any of my family members really wore those big hoop earrings. I don't think they were ever really into them. Although to be fair, they were I want to say they were more of like they were more for youngsters, right? Like people under the age of 30, I would say. Like it might have been a generational thing. Like again, like Janet Jackson was wearing them, so it's probably something that my parents weren't really into. Like my mom or my sister, or none of my cousins and aunts really into them. I don't think. They probably had some around. So I don't remember them ever wearing those big hoop earrings. But again, they drive me nuts because there's such a time capsule. Okay, first mission. This game did not come with a manual, I'm afraid. Um, I also have the sequel, the Wing Commander Secret Commander missions over there. I think it's the secret missions over there on my other box, which I might play later, but I'm curious how this works. So we can't see the map. So where's our destination? Check the radar here, right above my thumb. That's our ship. And I think we're supposed to go this way. Yeah, that might be the nav point we need to hit. Hit the X button, so we hit our map. So that's where I am. Proceed to nav point 1. Okay. So is that nav point 1? Yeah. See, it says on the computer. Nav point one is, yeah, that's where we're headed. Nav point one. Press Y. No. Start. No. Select. Remember, you can press the R to speed up, L to slow down. Press Y for afterburner. Of course, you don't want to use too much of it because remember, you have fuel over there to the right of your thumb. You have fuel, and of course, your shield's on the left of your thumb. On the far left side of the HUD, that's the condition of my ship. So everything's green. We're good. I have a. Oh, hold on. We're getting attacked. Okay, we wandered too far. But here we are. Here's the enemy. Just a second. Okay, I'm supposed to give her a command. I don't remember what the commands are. Gosh darn it. Maybe she'll fight on her own. I don't know. I hope she's fighting. Okay, you can hold select and press L for a damage report. Speed up. They got me. Select R. Okay, select R is for the VidCom system. We can give commands to our wingman, or wingwoman in this case. Break an attack, keep formation, radio silence, help me out, or return to base. I can tell her to help me out. Select. Select R. Select R. Select R. Send to Spirit. You can also target the enemies as well. You can send out you can kind of taunt the enemies. How do I select? Okay. B. Select. I'm trying to choose a different. Yeah, I can't switch. I'm trying to change. I'm trying to change my option. Select. Press select X. Help me out. Okay, so you have to press select X to navigate through your choices, and then press X to actually give the order. So I'm gonna have her cover me because she's experienced and I'm not. So I'm not gonna have her attack everyone. I'm gonna have her cover me. Got one. Hits away. Yeah, so we got her. Okay, so we're good. Let's try this again. Select. Let's head for the nav. Oh, someone's still coming. Select X. Select X. Sorry. Select R. Select X. X. Okay. So I have to hold select and press X to toggle through each option. And then I press X to select the option that's chosen. So that's incredibly cumbersome. It's what you would expect from a console game. Don't need that. I pressed the X button accidentally. I'm going very slow. Going 270 seems to work. So maybe going 420 isn't the ideal. And you can see above the radar, the little blaster right here, there's a cooldown on this. So you need to wait for those red boxes to recharge. That's when you're ready to keep shooting. So you don't want to keep shooting and blow your blaster charge. So again, the weapons are on a cooldown. I understand. And you can switch to your missiles again. So what do I want to do? Press select. Damage, light damage to my power plant. Select L. And I can also switch weapons, which I haven't had to do yet. Just a second. Select Y. Select Y is to warp. So we warp to our destination. So again, you have to use the select key as like a shift on a keyboard. There might be. Oh, we got an asteroid field. X. We're in the asteroid field. We're supposed to proceed. Okay, so our job was to go to Nav 1, fight the enemies. Now we're going to Nav 2, but there are asteroids nearby. There's an argument to be made that I could probably go to Nav 3 and then circle back around. Let me try that. Can I go to Nav 3? Can I go back to Nav 1? I don't want to hit these asteroids. Can I turn it? I guess I can just shoot them. Ow! Oh, for crying out loud. But that cutscene was incredibly impressive on PC when it came out. Like, people were losing their minds over how cinematic the cutscenes were. So I died on my first mission because I got hit by an asteroid. You know, typical Empire Strikes Back stuff. You know. So you can press the B button to proceed through the cutscenes. Yeah. Yeah, Killmonger took him out. Yeah, again, I think like Hideo Kojima, Chris Roberts apparently always kind of had in his head he wanted to make a cinematic video game, and obviously by the time Wing Commander, what was it, 3 or 4 came out on the Sega CD, he was actually doing it. He was actually hiring like Mark Hamill to appear in these awful, grainy-looking SD resolution cutscenes, live action cutscenes. You have unlimited continues, I hope. So unfortunately, when you die, you have to restart. You have to start from the beginning all over again. Or I think it takes you back to the mission you did before you launched. So let me see what he had to say. What was his tip? What is the point, monsieur? Monsieur. That day we learned the solid would always turn to the left. So when you tail a solid, watch to the left. So you can kind of lead them. You can kind of shoot their left wing and kind of lead into them. When he makes his brick. That's where he go. What he make? Was he Scottish or Irish? Lass. I think he was Scottish. No Africans. Yeah, I don't know what they were. I mean, they had a bunch of Europeans. I think there's a Brit. There's a Brit. She's French. They have a Scot. They have a Scotsman. I think they have a German here as well. They even have a Kilrathi. Of course, everyone hates. Yeah, so 7 laser blasts are as strong as 1.4 missiles, basically. So it's what? Do the math, kids. I can't do the math. But there's your math. So it's like 70, 14 missiles equals 70 shots. That's odd math, but I'll take it. Unless she was talking about. The Drothy. Yeah, the one with the semicircles on the side. Yes. Okay, thank you. Okay, I wasn't paying attention last time. So yeah, it takes 7. You have to spam the fire button 7 times to bring down a Drothy ship. The dripping water is always a nice touch. I can press the start button to skip all of that. So again, what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to go to nav point 1, then warp to nav point 3 so I avoid the asteroids and circle back around. We'll see if we can do that. So this is nav point 1. Let me check a couple of things. Select R. So you press select R to tab through your menu here. Auto targeting on the enemy. This shows the navigational computer. Let's speed up a bit. Let's see. R. Slow down a bit. We're now on a timer, I hope. So we'll slow down. Hold select, press R to... So, okay. Tab through the menu. Hold select, press R. Okay. Hold select, press X to select each option here. Then you can press X to give her the order. Okay. Select L to achieve the different weapon and damage reports. Select B. Don't know what that does. Select A. Oh, you press select B to switch guns, but you only have one gun. Press select A to switch between the javelin missile and the dart missile. The game doesn't tell me I have 1 javelin and 2 darts. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Select B. I can't switch guns. Select Y is for my warp. Okay. So once you're pointed towards the reticle, then you can warp to that reticle by holding select and press Y. Again, like, this game doesn't come with a manual. I forgot to download one, so let's see what we can do. Enemies coming up. Let's go. We're not going to go too fast. We'll go a little bit slow. Let me slow down. Slow down. Let them come to us. Spirit. Break and attack. We'll go faster. We don't want to be a sitting duck. Now, if they become sitting cacks, I'm not going to complain. Not too fast. Can't see where they are. It's supposed to be right in front of me. Might be right above me. There he is. Okay, got one. Domo. Oh, is she Japanese? Ow! What just happened? Someone ran into me. My shield's going down. The shield does regenerate. See to the left of my thumb, the shield does regenerate. Eat it. And don't shoot your wingman, by the way. She got both of them. Got one more. Speed up a little bit. She's chasing him down. There he is. There they are. Okay, keep in your sights. Man, he got around me. He got behind me. Okay, there he goes. There he goes. No, there he is. I remember I didn't want to hit my pilot. There he is. And remember, these are the Drouthy that we're talking about, so they will turn left if I'm tailing them. We got them. Again, you can barely see these. You can barely see these figures. So part of the challenge of this game is just using your radar to figure out if you're just close enough. Now press the X button. Here's what we're gonna do. We're at nav point 1. We're gonna switch to nav point 3. Is that possible? Select X. Press select X to switch to nav points. I can't. Can I go to the right? There we go. So now I'm going to choose nav point 3. So we're gonna warp to nav point 3. Just a second. So we're gonna see if we can avoid the asteroid field. We're not gonna take the direct path. Select X. Sorry, select R to choose spirit. We're fine. Select X. Sorry, select Y. Going to nav point 3. We should not be hitting the asteroids, to my knowledge. So we're gonna take the indirect path. See if that makes a difference. Okay, press X. There are enemies nearby. They want me to go to nav point. I went to nav point 3. What do they want me to do? Well, we're already here, so we'll see what's up. We'll fight these enemies off. We're not gonna chase them to the asteroid field. I don't know if it's possible to chase them in the asteroid fields in this game. There he goes. Okay, slow down a bit. Slow down a bit. Because this is very frustrating. Because I have to switch to this menu, then tell her to help me out. Press X. So she'll help me out. She won't break. Dumbfire missile missed. Go faster. Not too fast. We'll chase him down. Afterburners. So I got him in my sights. Okay, we got one of them. I got one of them. Spirit's going to help me out. She's got one of them in her sights. Got him. That's 2. All right, that's it. I think we're done. Slow down. Let's see, X. So I'm going to nav point 3 now, so we'll speed up. Select Y. We'll speed up a bit. Not too much. We'll use the afterburner to speed up. Select Y. We'll continue our flight out to nav point 3. So we got interrupted during our flight path. So we had to break autopilot to engage. Now we're in the asteroid field. Okay, stop. Okay, so I'm here. What happens when I get here? So the nav point is in the asteroid field. I don't feel good about that. So I don't want to go too fast. Okay, so I made it. Stop. We're going to nav point what? You want me to go back to nav point 1? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't complete my mission yet. Okay. Select Y. So if you press select Y, you can change your objective, I guess. I guess I can go to nav point 2 instead. Okay. So we're gonna hit the asteroid field. Okay. So there is an asteroid field near nav point 2. We'll go slow through the asteroid field, hit the nav point, and then bounce out, if that's possible. Hopefully we have plenty of fuel. Slow down. We're not getting attacked. Asteroid field. Because I can't use her as a shield. Go down. Yeah, not too fast. We might... Yeah, you can blow up the asteroids. Guess you can, I guess you can tap on the afterburner to get to your destination more quickly. Select R. We're almost there. We made it. Okay, we're done. We're going to bounce. Slow down. Let's see. Where do we want to go? Objective met. Select X. No, X. Proceed to nav point 1. Can we teleport out of here, I guess is the question. You already went to nav point 2. I'm holding select and pressing Y, and it's not responding. Okay, can I go back here? So we're going to nav point 1 now. We can't, we're in the asteroid field. So, quickest way out. Can we go to the Tiger's Claw, then teleport back? We have to get out of the asteroid field. That seems to be the problem here. So we're going to go left through the asteroid field if possible. Yeah, I don't know if there's an obvious way to get out of this asteroid field. So where's the waypoint? So we can take this heading. Will that help? Yeah, I'm still in the middle, so there's no way out of this asteroid field, is there? Yeah, I can hold select and press Y, but it's not helping. I was trying to target the Tiger's Claw, and it won't let me do it. What? Oh, jeez. So I tried to use my afterburner through the asteroid field, and that's not helping. So again, is there a way for me to get to this nav point, then leave, and like just circle back around, just avoid the asteroid field entirely? It's bizarre. So I don't think the game's supposed to be that hard. It's just you have to figure out what the optimal path is to the mission, I suppose. I thought I was taking it. So we'll slow down here. X. So we'll go to nav point 1 and deal with the pilots who are there. Select Y. So yeah, no mission checkpoints. It's amazing. No mission checkpoints whatsoever. Wild. Okay, slow down. Select R. Spirit. Break an attack. Go get them. There's 2 of them. So I'll go a bit faster, so I'm not sitting duck. Where are they at? Well, there's one. Remember, you press up to point your nose down. You hold down to point your nose up. You know, so it's typical inverted controls. Typical jockey controls. Yeah, I got him. We can chase him. He's gonna break left because I don't know which way he's facing. You can barely see that. I think he's facing us. I can't tell. It's always been the problem with this game. The low resolution graphics don't really help out very well. So I guess he was facing us. Let's get a bit closer. Yeah, I wanted to get a bit closer so I can take him out more easily. There's another one over there. Fired a missile at him. Yeah, sister fired a missile at him. We're gonna hit our afterburners. He's bugging off. He's scared. Trying to chase him down. He's coming around. Slow down a bit so we can get him in our sights. Yeah, he's fire. He's shooting at us. All right, she got one. So where's the nav point? Right over there. So we got interrupted on our flight path. That's all that was about. Objective met. Okay, we're not done yet. Yeah. But shouldn't have paused the game on that terrible song. Nav point 2, we don't want to go that way. X. We want to go to nav point 3. Select X. Let's go to nav point 3. So the reticle moves. Let's target it. Select Y. That'll allow us to warp. The enemies will attack us as soon as we get there, or at least they'll attack us halfway there. So once we get past them, we can head to the nav point, I presume. You know what? What if I just flew past them? Just head right for the nav point, ignore them entirely. I'll think about it, have you engage. Uh-oh, hold on. We got a problem. We got a problem. Okay, so we're there. We just have to deal with the asteroids. I had no idea it was going to be a thing. I know the asteroids are going to be a thing. We're almost there. Okay, we made it. X. This is avoid them entirely. Head for nav point 2. I'll just avoid these guys entirely. I don't have to fight. It's totally possible. I probably don't have to fight these guys at all. Enemy nears. I can't teleport out of here. Fine. We'll take them out then. So if I want just afterburner there, how long would it take? Turn and burn. Okay, we dodged that. I'm trying to run away. It might actually work. Okay, we made it out. I don't know if it's possible for me to get through the asteroid, to get to the asteroid field without. Yeah, I don't think I can get to the nav point without going through the asteroids. We're almost there. Slow down. Jeez. I hate this game. We're going to slow down, make it to our nav point, and then bounce. So we make it to the Tiger's Claw after that. So we can't go too fast, which makes sense, I suppose. So we're almost there, I hope. Yeah, I don't want an afterburner because I'm going to slam right into an asteroid. Almost there. Okay, we made it. Okay, so we got the happy music. So we got to bail. Of course, if I don't make it home, then it's not gonna matter. Don't, don't, can't teleport out. Yeah, I can't teleport out yet, so I get out of the asteroid field. I can't bring up the map, which is fine because I know which way I have to go to get home. All I had to do, I was just doing a recon mission. You don't go too fast. Because I have to get out of the asteroid field, then I can teleport out. We good? Not yet. So yeah, the game plays the happy music, and we're still not out of the woods or the asteroid field in this case. Okay, now we're out. Okay, so once we leave the asteroid field, the autopilot signal activates. The autopilot switch turns on, and then we can head home. So we're gonna slow down, try to get to the docking bay. I don't know where the docking bay is. Because I do have to line up the ship to land, right? Let's get behind it. Do I just have to get close, or can I... Well, first of all, don't shoot the ship. Yeah, so the question is, how do I line up my ship with the docking station? This ugly-looking ship. Do I just have to get close to it? I think I actually have to hit the docking station. Yeah, don't hit the ship. I was afraid of that, so I have to find the docking station. Where is it? Stop. Slow down. Slow down. See, I gotta line up my ship. This is a PC game, y'all. We have to... This is for mature adults. You have to take strategy into account. I don't know where the docking station is. I'm never gonna be able to see it. Yeah, I don't remember where the docking station is. Slow down. Is this the docking station? I can't tell. I'm running out of shield, by the way. Okay, we good? This looks like it. This looks like it, right? No, it's not. Where's the freaking landing dock? Captain, please, yeah, Panther to base, please tell me where to land my freaking ship. Right? I bet it's probably in front. Nope, can't go there. I think I flew through the ship. It's like a button I'm supposed to press. Like select Y. Select X. No. X. Okay, how do I land on the ship? Send to the Tiger's Claw. X. Request landing. Oh my god. Screw you guys. Can I land now? So I just fly close to the ship now? Okay. So I had... Oh my god. I thought I did this earlier and I never saw the Tiger Claw. I could have swore I did this earlier. Like 5 minutes ago I tried to hail the ship. Because I told Spirit... Yeah, I told Spirit to return to base and she wouldn't. But I never saw the Tiger's Claw on the menu. What was that all about? Jeez. So frustrating. Anyway, welcome back, Panthers. Like you started your first trip out. Yeah, I'm pretty awesome. Conda forever. Yeah, except for the fact that I couldn't land and you were no help, girlfriend. You could have told me what to... Experienced pilot didn't tell me how to do anything. I flew directly into the Tiger's Claw like 5 times and almost blew up my ship. With video games. I should be proud, but I'm not because you people suck at training. Maybe teach me how to actually land the ship next time. Yeah, according to my flight recorder, you mother effers wouldn't tell me how to land my ship when I got home. Jeez. Let's go to the mission report. Yeah, I crashed into the Tiger's Claw 5 times. You screwballs wouldn't tell me how to land. I thought I got more than one. That's okay. It felt, well, we ran away from a couple of them, so I'm not opposed to that. I don't know if there's any reward for shooting down more ships. It's entirely possible you can avoid combat if you want. So I'm curious how that'll work. So her spirit, yeah. So she adds to her. So spirit's done 12 missions and got 16 kills. Okay, that makes sense. Maniac did a story and only got one. Didn't get any. Didn't get a bite of the apple, huh? Follows orders. Don't fire till you're sure. Yeah. Okay. Don't know how long. I don't know how recently he'd been. I don't know how recently he stopped flying. Konnichiwa. Yeah, she's Japanese. She's Japanese. Can't you tell? I could have sworn there was a. I could have sworn there was a Latina pilot out here. Anyway. Yeah, so she's Japanese. Yeah, Colonel something. She's Japanese. Yeah, can't you tell? So how we doing? Honorable second attendant. No, I don't believe you. I flew into the ship 5 times. There's the game the dialogue options I think are only based on whether you like, fail a mission or whatever. But I think so we have Hunter here. G'day. Okay, so he's Australian. Spirit was telling me about your tumble with the air balls. I don't think he was in the cartoon show. I was like, you really mix it up out there. That's the way it is, isn't it, mate? That's the way, isn't it, mate? Formations, uniforms, that's all sheep dip. All the Bruce can do out there is himself and his missile. All a Bruce can count on out there is himself and his missile. Sure. Max. Don't know his real name. So the game automatically saves here once you complete a mission. So we'll tease the next video. So when I complete enough missions, they give me a promotion. Well, I think the men and the women are sleeping together here in these quarters. I guess only 6 people are sleeping, huh? 40 minutes into the briefing. So we're fighting. So we're going again. Rendezvous with the transport upon launch. Okay. Transport. Escort to nav point 1. Escort missions. We'll initiate the jump sequence. Once it's jumped out, you return to the most direct route. Jobs to make sure the transport jumps out. So basically, yeah. If the enemy retreats, stay with the transport. This character arc kind of looks like Total Smash TV or Total Carnage back in the arcades. Maybe they hired these because I remember this game was out. This game was from it was Asteroid Field from the Tiger's Claw and the Jump Point. Yeah. Okay. I want to say Origin were the developers of this game, right? Yeah, Origin. Or I think it was either Origin or Sierra. I want to say Origin developed it and Sierra published it, something like that. EA acquired them, as they did a lot of things. But some of that animation's actually not bad. Like I said, these cinematic cutscenes were a big deal back then. I want to say there was a sequel to this game called Strike Commander, which was actually like Earth based. Like, I think it was a more traditional uh, combat simulator. I've never seen it. I've only seen screenshots of it. Never actually seen it in action. Yeah, this music. X. So we're going to the Draymond, right? And we're just going to Nav 1, okay. So we'll line it up, escort it, but don't fight anyone along the way, of course. Again, the music has potential, but someone has to rearrange it so it doesn't sound ear-splittingly awful. It's a shame. We're gonna stay here, girlfriend. Where's our quarry? That's our quarry. So keep with it. Yeah, the actual Enterprise. How slow is this thing, by the way? Well, I'll slow down a bit. See how quickly it goes. I would argue that we're not supposed to break, so we're supposed to kind of like keep it from blowing up the ship. We're not supposed to break off and fight anybody. Yeah, very slow. Yes, yeah, this thing is. Escort missions are always weird, and I played a bunch of them in Colony Wars. And I don't remember liking them very much there either. So we avoided the pilots. So we avoided them. So we avoided the enemy vessels. They didn't try to attack the ship, so that's good. So we did all right. Yeah, your commanding officer will ream you if you leave the ship, even if you take out the enemy at the process. Wait for the escort. So we'll slow down to 0. We're not engaging. Remember the orders. Nope, now we have to actually keep them away. So if they start taking a bunch of shots at him, we're gonna. Well, he's not gonna blow up. I hope. Let's see. Shooting at me, which isn't great. I think he took a shot at me. So yeah, we're not gonna break away, but just don't take too many shots to the face. Select R. Yes, select R. So hopefully the enemy will get bored of us and leave us alone. Like I said, we're just gonna stick close to the ship. I can't see the ship. I can't see our. Okay, so we have the payload here, but I can't see the payload's health bar, so that's not amazing. So you keep the speed to like 150 clicks. I think we should be fine. Yeah, I think that Spirit took that shot. I don't know how long we have to put up with this, but you know. So yeah, I mean, again, it's what you would expect from the era, like an early '90s console attempt to make a space combat sim, and this is what you get. Everything sprite based, pseudo 3D, very choppy sprite scaling. I want to say the secret missions, the sequel to this game, the secret missions. I want to say that game has slightly better sprite scaling. Correct me if I'm wrong. There was a Wing Commander Game Boy Advance game that had much better graphics, but it wasn't amazing. I mean, better sprite scaling, basically. I don't remember it being amazing. But yeah, as a kid, I was a bit less patient playing this game, so I would constantly break off. But like I said, as an adult, I have more patience now to see how the game's mechanics work. So I'm curious how well the combat's going to hold up under stress. I make no promises. So eventually, I'm gonna have to grab that I have to grab that other capture device and see if I can get some Batman Returns in here later. You're supposed to stay with the payload, girlfriend, but thanks. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. So that was our payload. Which is really slow, huh? I could tell her to break off, I guess. Missed. So I'll stay with the payload. I don't know if I can tell her to break off while I stay with the payload. Here we can go. Let's go. So we avoided them. It's entirely possible she chased them off. Like she probably took a few quick shots to make sure they didn't get any closer. Yeah, so I wait for the escort. So we'll fly closer to the escort. We are the escort. There we are. So we'll turn around eventually. So we're still headed to Nav 2. Yeah, we took the long way around, but we're almost there. What? Did I miss it? Yeah, there. Okay, teleported out. X. Asteroid field. We're gonna go to Nav. See if we can go the long way around. Nav 1. So we'll take the long way around and avoid the You'll take the long way around. Where's Spirit? We'll take the long way around and head back to the Tiger's Claw, of course. X. Head to the Tiger's Claw. Select X. X. I can't. Select. Oh, I'm still here. Okay. X. Select X. Okay. Led to Nav 1 at full speed. So full speed with some afterburner. Yeah, Spirit's behind me. So we're taking the long way around. They might chase us. I make no promises. I don't care. Up. Yeah, I gotta turn and burn here. Yeah, I mean a lock on. Okay, we avoided those. Okay, we're going to the Tiger's Claw. I know we've already. Okay, we're going to the Tiger's Claw. Give me a second. Okay, we're out. Yeah, we're going to the Tiger's Claw. We're fine. I know we've already visited. We're supposed to go there. It's our destination, doofus. So we just avoid all the targets. Okay, we're gonna hit it. We're gonna hit it. The Spirit's with me now. Okay, so I guess she was just too far away from me when I warped last time. Don't know what to tell you. So I have to get close to the Tiger's Claw, hail it, and then land. So now we're close enough. So we'll stop. Select R, R. Still can't do it. Try again. Select R, R, R. I can't hail it yet. Select R, R. Now I can hail it. I'm practically right on top of it. Select X, X, X. Okay. So that's how you do it. Stupid. We're gonna end this video pretty soon. So yeah, this was a research stream. I'll play a little bit more of this game. Let me set up something else. So I got a good taste of Wing Commander again. Again, wrapping my mind around the controls are gonna be annoying. So I'm gonna have to make another video where I explain the controls. Maybe it got a little hot. I didn't face anybody. Wakanda forever. Thank you, sir. Well, let's review the mission report. No kills, of course. I guess Spirit shot someone down. I wasn't aware. Better give me a promotion. I came back twice without dying, sir. Give me the heads up. Reassigned. So I guess I got promoted to Blue Angels. So I'm still second lieutenant. They just got me into a Blue Angel squadron. So I got the security code. So we'll tease the next video. 1Q. God, I hate these old games with their stupid passwords. 1QC DMG BB0W, I suppose. Well, it's a good thing I recorded this. We're in the Christy McAuliffe system. We're in the Christy McAuliffe system. No complaints, I guess. Iceman and Knight. Look at your boy. 2 sorties, 1 kill. I'm 1 kill man. So I guess we'll come back later. So like I said, I recorded this video with a cartridge and original Super Nintendo console hardware, the same console I had when I was a kid. It's composite video output to the DVD recorder. The DVD recorder is outputting via composite video to my JVC 25-inch CRT. What does it say? It says iArt on here. I''art, I guess. And the DVD recorder also has an HDMI output at 1080p, which I think you should be able to see. Let me turn that on. Yeah, another Clint Eastwood clone. Yeah, 1080p. It says RGB, so we'll call it that. Being sent via HDMI cable to this USB capture device that I'm using, the Vivitar USB capture device. It's a $20 capture device from Walmart. But it seems to sync with the Super Nintendo, so I'm not going to complain. Recording this on a quad-core Celeron 1 GHz, 1.1 GHz Windows 10 education laptop. Camera apps capturing this footage at 60 frames a second. I'm fairly certain that's not required. And it's being captured at a VGA resolution of 768p. Super VGA 4:3 resolution. So you'll be able to get this at 60 frames a second. You're fairly certain you won't need 60 frames a second for this game. I'm just curious if the game has any weird, like, interlacing tricks that make the game hard to see at 30. We'll find out when the footage is up. So yeah, this game is not going to be good, but I'm able to kind of get back into the swing of things. Again, the cumbersome controls are not a fan of mine. It's a shame. So, we'll reset here. Wing Commander on the Super Nintendo. Video number 1.